Hello, Elkin Gritavid. I think that was your name. I couldn't say it all the way. But this won't be long, just a small response to what you said in your videos. For the most part, I think you're right, but as far as me being religious, I do see problems with such things, but I just didn't really agree with you. Like, how can I put it? I didn't really agree with you comparing how we fought for civil rights and comparing that to how people fight for homosexuality rights. I just can't compare those two, because for one, if you really look at the history of marriage, it came from Christ. It came from God. It came from religious people. So I understand how you say, just like how they told blacks we couldn't eat certain places, we couldn't stay certain places, and all that stuff, couldn't go to school certain places. But all that stuff didn't belong to religious people. So when you're talking about that and marriage, those are two different stories. Those are two whole different categories. And that civil rights thing was way worse. That was a whole different category. So, like, as far as you think like people should just like have the right to love or whatever and all that stuff, yes, that's true. But what a lot of people are trying to say, who are not bashing y'all and calling you names and stuff, the people who are just trying to make sense with you, what we're just really trying to say is, we didn't agree with them passing that law, because in religious people's eyes, it's not okay to be that way. So we weren't going to see that anyway, because in our eyes that's not right. And as far as we know, we won't enter God's kingdom that way. So what a lot of people have been trying to do, believe it or not, a lot of groups have been getting together, making attempts to help them out and convert them on the right path going towards Christ, instead of liking the same sex. Not bashing you or anything, but a lot of groups have been trying that. And we're not saying that you can't love the person that you claim you want to be with forever. It's just, you got to understand the religious view, just like we understand y'all's view. Sorry, I'm having trouble with my camera. But it's just like y'all have to understand our view like we understand yours. We understand you want to love, want to be treated equally and all that stuff. Well, I mean, I don't see where your freedoms were taken away. You didn't have shackles on your feet. You weren't locked in cages. As a matter of fact, you had the right before that law even passed to love whoever you wanted. You can love who you want, live for who you want. I don't see where any freedom or rights were taken away or weren't there. It was just a simple fact that that's going to cause so much trouble and commotion, and it still is, because there are still kids in New York that now think it's okay to be that way. So bullying has went up, and the abuse of those gay children have went up, because people have put it in their mind that it's okay to be that way. So now everybody's just going crazy and there's chaos everywhere. But the laws passed, nothing no one can do about it. They can bash you all they want and they can say whatever they want, but the laws passed, there's nothing nobody can do but just really keep debating about it, which not gonna help anything either, especially if you're fighting about it. But I was just putting that out there, just to give you a little guidance, because I know you were saying, who are you to like tell someone they can't be with someone or they can't love someone. I was just putting it out there that we're not saying that. Can't no one tell you that, but it's just a simple fact that marriage belongs to religion, and that's where marriage come from, believe it or not. That's why a lot of people that really are religious were saying, no, this shouldn't be, it's not okay to be this way. because you know you won't enter, you know. But at the same time, like I said, the law is passed, nothing we can do, you know. We can, you know, only pray because to us it's really sad, but like I said, we understand your point of view, and just like we want you to understand our point of view, we have to understand y'all's point of view, and we do. But like that goes back to what I said. We're not telling you you can't love and you can't want to be with this person. It's just, since marriage belongs to religion, it's just the fact that we know that God has a special person made for us, and it's not the same sex. So we see that as a bunch of people just ruining the God-given gift that he set on earth. The woman that's made for this homosexual man, he's basically just ruining that whole entire gift in our eyes. Now if you're not religious, then that's a whole other story too. But it also relates back to the fact that religion and marriage goes together, because that's where marriage came from. So that's all a lot of people are trying to say. They're not trying to tell you what to do and, you know, bash you and make you feel awful and stuff. It's just, we're all just having problems seeing each other's point of view. That's really all it is. But either way it goes, you know, people are going to feel how they feel for stuff, and there's not much anyone else can do about it, and that's okay too. But you know, as far as peace goes, that'll never happen until we're dead and gone for some. But yeah, you can just get me back in a response if you feel you should correct me in something, and just let me know, because you know I don't really do the typing comment things that much, because they don't get checked for once. And on topics like this, it pretty much deserves the video. So if you will, just, you know, correct me on anything you think I was wrong about, and you know, we can be adults about it, you know, without bashing each other, and just debate like regular people about this back and forth.